Turns out my squad were the ones who found me. Ever consider a career as a Dominion Marine? You'd make quite a scout. My squad's... What do you mean? First, a hurricane blows out of nowhere and destroys our fleet. Then, some kind of sacrifice? This is too big for my squad. We need to combine our forces and find who murdered Lieutenant Gellin. My squad and I need to pull his body out of that damn cave. Wait, take this. I found some glow juice while I was looking for my squad, but they're on the mend.
You aren't a slick-arsed sea viper or a cabbage-mouthed castaway. State your business. The hurricane killed hundreds of Marines. Why does it matter if one of them died in the cave? Oh. Well, the Prowler is like a hen in a wolf den until she's seaworthy again. Maybe you're Marine, and I'm sure they'll be as useful. Oh, and ours? Sure. Barnacles on the arse. They're all sea elves. Malmer, they call themselves. Nothing more than pirates, if you ask me. Some say they have a connection to the water itself, but it's a lie. Anyone can learn weather magic like they do. Captain Jimala uses it to navigate. I could tell you how the sun and stars show the ship's exact position, but none of it matters while it's in the Sea Viper's hands. The pride of the long coast. We'll sail for the Dominion as long as they pay us to raid enemy shipping. Captain Jimala took over the Prowler a few years ago. She's smart, cunning, and deadly dangerous when provoked. She's also luckier than anyone I served. Every ship in the fleet smashed to flinders on Khenarthi's roost. Every ship but the Prowler.
Hola. Punto's Merrick Wand. Viva Franco. Hello. I only understand English. Sorry.
Nice ship. We'll finish repairs by high tide. We've got to.
These aren't Dominion sailors. They're privateers. Just our luck. We'll show that old
Franco
sea
was a
cat what
very
Dominion
important
Marines
person
can
in
do.
Spain. Oh, okay.
Edalus is the best scrounger in the regiment. If you want, I can send him out to look for a helmsman's wheel. He's on his way. Onglorn is our best tracker. He can recover the Sunsider. I almost pity the Sea Viper who's holding on to the Sunsider. But it's time for that mangy privateer to make good on his promise.
That was fast.
I want to
All right,
express my
there's room on the
proudness.
Prowler for your Marine friends, as long as they work for their meals. I said I'd consider it. Captain Jimala is the only one who can make something you'll want to hear. You just made the Prowler seaworthy, and Captain Jimala always pays her debts.
I know what I'm doing.
Due to your efforts, the Prowler is free to sail once the tide comes in. Those Marines did their part as well. Our lookout watched the Sea Vipers drag a Dominion Marine into a cave. Later, he saw your friends remove the Marine's body. If we weren't so short-handed, I'd have ordered his rescue. But 3 of my own crew were missing.
Franco. Franco.
Before we understood the danger, I sent my crew to scavenge among the shoals so we might... The Sea Vipers happened. Now there's a new storm brewing, and I fear they're the cause of it. Mustangui recovers...
The Sea Vipers are insane! Sir Verkvild and I were scavenging for a replacement helmsman's wheel when the Sea Vipers ambushed us. They brought us to those filthy Maormer dragged my mates up and tied them to these serpent-shaped statues. Then they started chanting, and lightning... Yes, I'm sure of it. It was a terrible sight. The Sea Vipers were so caught up in the ritual, I slipped free. I tried to grab Sir, but the lightning held him fast. Then one of the Sea Vipers yanked at him. I saw the Maormer's wrist glow. The Maormer wore lodestones on their wrists. It let them ignore those lightning bonds, but I couldn't find any more, so I jumped off the ship and swam for it. Please, Don't let them sacrifice my crewmates.
Those sea vipers are insane! They won't kill me today!
That could be helpful.
Yeah!
Make sure you check the hull for holes.
Just do your own work, Bakija. Sur and Verkvild returned just after the skies cleared up. They're a bit damp, but otherwise all right. My lookout says I have you to thank. Then we'll finish repairs and shove off at high tide. Oh, your marine friends fended off sea vipers while you rescued my crew. They're welcome aboard, as long as they want. Perhaps we'll see you at Mistral.
Like every good story, your tale just grows in the telling.
The mud crabs! Get off our supplies!
We've got some flooding in the hold, Captain!
Next time, throw yourself in the fire.
All quiet down here?
Only the finest wares here. Buy locally, walkers.
More survivors sighted, on their way up from Eagle's Strand.
Only the finest wares here.
Halt! Come no closer!
Please, a moment. Please, I need your help. I'm part of an expedition from Eagle's Strand. While we explored the Temple of the Morning Springs, the dead began to rise. The others fled, but my master never emerged. 2 magical wards seal the temple, marked by emblems of a scorpion and a spider. If you can keep the undead away while I disrupt the wards, we can I have no doubt Aurelian can protect himself. My master and I had little to do after the shipwreck. When the locals mentioned a temple where the fountains never run dry, we leapt at the chance to investigate. Ilsil insisted. A contemporary of my master. A rival, really. Aurelian thought it could be used to control the weather, perhaps prevent another hurricane. Eels still disagree.
You have such... Turn back. I'm whatever I wish to be. I change body... the name for my newest outfit. Set foot in this temple and see for yourself. I'm tired of this. Leave or die. It matters not.
That can't be good. We need to get those wards down, fast!
Spider weaves the web around its prey.
I'll disrupt the ward. One moment, I'll bind your wounds.
Fought well. Focus your mind. Stay with me.
Scorpion's poison courses through its
won't keep us out for
prey.
long. cycle of the two moons seems to be the key to dispersing the barrier. The cycle of the two moons seems to be the key to dispersing the barrier. The cycle of the two moons seems to be the key to dispersing the barrier. Is down. But before we proceed, I need to speak with you. When we entered the temple, that skeleton made it sound as though Aurelian was in grave danger. I won't let vague threats keep us from my master, but Aurelian is too important to lose. Perhaps we should think. The Dominion relies on Aurelian for his sound judgment. He's taught countless students. Thank you. We found the Morning Stone on that pedestal. Wait, that's Aurelian! What's he doing up there?
Ears that large and you still don't listen. Perhaps... Why, I'm Uldor. I see your Dominion teaches you nothing. Never mind that accursed blue rock. Oh, I believe I'll keep him. At least until my summoning ritual wears... Then...
Leave Aurelian for now. We have to disrupt the summoning ritual. I'll destroy the bone pipe. It'll take a moment to weaken the circle. Keep the undead away from me! One last circle. We can do this. We must do this. Go. Help my master. I'm right behind you.
Stay back!
Uldor! Get out of my body! Now!
Silence! None command Uldor!
Uldor, I command you by the tears of the two moons, return to your prison.
Ah! That won't hold me for long.
You're Gathwin's ally, yes? Please, disable these traps so she can make it to us safely. Despite all my knowledge, Uldor's influence over me was absolute. I'd be little more than a puppet, only my pride. But we have a more pressing matter. As Uldor sensed my thoughts, I could sense his. He plans to overwhelm and enslave. Uldor was a powerful Malmo wizard who learned to separate his spirit from his body, even in death. He can wear hundreds of mindless forms at a time. Thankfully, I know his weakness. The Morning Stone's endless water supply tied Uldor's spirit to his body. When Eilsil removed the Morning Stone from the temple, he set Uldor free. These gems focus the Morning Stone's power. Uldor had me remove them from his tomb. I propose Gathwin recovers the Morning Stone from Eagle's Strand. Meanwhile, we restore Uldor's prison. Simple enough. The centerpiece of this old Khajiit temple. After Uldor's reign of terror, the Sea Elves gave it to the Khajiit so it would become the key to his prison.
Master, I know what you're planning. Aurelian's plan is to let Uldor possess him. They'll both be sealed in the tomb forever. But it doesn't need... Aurelian is too important for the Dominion to lose. Besides, we both saw how the summoning ritual weakened my master. Please, help me convince Aurelian. I will gladly seal myself in the tomb to spare my master. Uldor is a threat to all on this...
We should hurry. Uldor won't be That's madness. I've experienced so many summers. My greatest accomplishment was watching Gathwin blossom into someone who far surpassed my own deeds. No, she must recover the Morning Stone. You and I should confront Uldor.
Nothing you say will convince me. I'm sealing myself in that tomb. Nothing you say will convince me. I'm sealing myself in that... Then... it's decided.
Gathwin, I beg you to reconsider.
You're too important, Aurelion. If the Dominion lost you, we would be lost.
Then I'll recover the Morning Stone. Farewell, my dearest friend.
Farewell, Aurelion.
You! I won't wear a poisoned outfit.
Uldur, my master was a fool to doubt your power. I'll help you reap the vengeance you seek, if you allow me.
Such a spectacular willing garment. Very well.
I can't fight him for long. Quickly, place the tears of the two moons in the pedestals.
Wretched fool! I'll turn your friend to ash. I will be mocked by soiled attire. Stay away from those pedestals. You worthless rag! This tomb can't hold me forever.
The water weakens Uldur, but I can't hold him for long. Quickly, go to Aurelion. Tell him I did what must be done. I know Uldur will keep me alive. He far prefers a living form to the dead. Strange. How can I know this? I feel him stirring within me.
We've restored the Morning Stone. But if you're here, then Gathwin is lost to that monster. You speak truth. And yet the young should never die for the old. It is the singular trap. I need to record everything that happened here. Uldur's skill troubles me. I've rarely encountered a creature of Uldur's power. There may be a way to separate him from Gathwin, but it will take much time and study. She's not just an apprentice. She's my friend. If there's a way to free her, I swear I'll... Please don't think me ungracious. Without your aid, I'd still be under Uldur's influence. I won't forget. There you are. I'm afraid it won't remain open for long.
Follow closer. Stop. Stay back. Heed my words. You endanger more than your life should you... A fool who paid the ultimate price for ambition. But I would see none fall as I did. Then perhaps you're strong enough to resist their call. If you find them and bring them to the shrine, you might finish what I could not. Please, I beseech you. The curse upon each tome is designed to feed souls to oblivion. But if you are able to resist their pull, you can collect the tomes and bring them to the shrine for their on the shores of Kanaathi's Roost, beyond the town of Mistral. It is lit by an ever-burning flame. Should you collect all the tomes, bring them to the shrine without delay. No matter how strong you believe you are, At last, this book had best be worth the price. What? What is that?
Stendarr, protect us from harm.
All this wasted effort. Blasted creatures get into everything. First the hurricane, then rats from the sea. What next? Dominion inspectors. Headwoman Harani requested their aid to stop smugglers. We're hairy, squirmy, squeaky little rats. They've infested the plantation since the... Find out why Cindertail's Sench tigers roll on their backs instead of filling their bellies with rat. Does one expect to keep his job if the inspectors... At best, the inspectors will recommend our moon sugar be confiscated. To the east, the plantation burns. Was it due to the inspector's recommendations? Who can say? When moon sugar runs dry, find out why Cindertail's Sench tigers roll on their...
You let the rats get the better of you? And you call yourself... Want to buy a carpet? How about 3? Do not eat the rats, this one says. Do they listen? No! Stupid. They already did. That's the problem. Moon sugar makes you sleepy if you eat too much. Rats eat moon sugar, Sench eat rats, and not with sugar bellies. These useless Sench could only kill a rat if they fell upon it. From a great height. Go inside, lock the doors, wait until they leave? No. Let this one think. Underbugs nest nearby. They defend their delicious eggs from anyone who'd make a meal of them, yes? If you... Undoubtedly. But they'd hesitate to harm the eggs once you possess them. Smash an egg into each rat nest, and the Thunderbug's electric frenzy kills the rats before the inspectors arrive. You're sturdy, yes? A little shock monster. Wonderful!
going to end, is it?
There's no question, Gerunda.
Clever luring thunderbugs out of their mounds like that. Excellent. Our gracious inspector has been most patient. Joan and Joe dance kindly with you, Walker. Whatever the findings of our esteemed inspector, we're... Naturally. Will you be dining with us as well?
That will not be necessary. Khajiit fare is too... cultural for my palate.
Don't believe her lies.
Whew! Harder than expected. Let's see if it was worth it.
Now you die.
Not now, not ever.
Oh, nice. What did you find?
Please join the festivities. My sister, she dances. Nindir plays music from distant lands. Easy salvage.
The storms wrecked half a dozen ships just off the coast, and some of them have beached on the shattered shoals. Oh, we would be. But Hynab finds half a keg of Aldmeri brandy, and suddenly it's a new moon's gala. If we don't get out there, someone else will.
Waning Crescent. Putting enemies off guard.
Feel your
Knock
surroundings.
the light from his eyes.
Let them guide your fists home.
You've got
Strike from the sides. Waxing gibbous.
Another find for your pack.
Knowledge is power.
You've met your match.
Revelations await.
Hola.
Finally.
Skipping some comments.
Beza Joe will find
Sorry.
this fabled brush.
Franco was a very important person in Spain. Oh, okay. Why want to express my proudness? Franco, Franco. Franco, Franco.
Please, I need to buy food.
This one has heard reports. Clearly, you were meant to help us out. John and Jode have a sense of humor, yes? And of course, Raz thinks discretion. Keep your wits about you, my new friend. Mistral's houses cast deep shadows, and Mistral is the jewel of the southern seas, a free port with trade ties to half of Tamriel. Ambassador Kenarthi's Roost has an old treaty with the Maumar. They claim the Dominion fleet intended to invade their home waters. It's a sticking point in the negotiations. The Sylvanar could use some help. Find him, give him this token. He'll know you are a friend.
Glolor, you used to be in the military. Does the Dominion hire sellswords?
What gave you that idea? Seriously, keep down about that. I deserted, remember?
Coward.
You weren't there.
Without Mistral's support, the Dominion will have precious little defense on its southern coasts. But we are not here to conquer anyone. The Sylvanar knows this. He is in the Chancery, seeking a peaceful resolution here.
Enemy down to size. If there's anything left, you paid well. There isn't.
Buy locally, walkers.